How many coffee beans are in a cup of coffee? Coffee is a delicious and essential part of many people's days and can help calm your nerves or give you a much-needed energy boost. But did you know there's also a tricky question about coffee beans in every cup? This video will tell you how many coffee beans are in a cup. The history of coffee dates back to ancient times, and Arabs take credit for discovering coffee in the 8th century, and it quickly spread throughout the Middle East and Europe. In 1585, coffee was brought to Brazil and soon became popular throughout South America. Europeans began drinking coffee in the early 16th century, and by the mid-18th century, coffee had made its way to North America. Today, coffee is enjoyed all over the world. There are about 100 beans in a cup of coffee. Coffee beans are the roasted seeds of a coffee tree. The first written record of coffee is from ancient Sumerian tablets in which people drank a brew made from roasted beans. Arabs discovered that when they dried and ground roasted seeds, they got a refreshing drink called kahwa. Somewhere along the way, they added hot water and sugar, creating our modern cup of coffee. As coffee grew in popularity, so did brewing methods. By the 16th century, Europeans made coffee using a pot with a lid. The technique is still in use today. In the 18th century, Frenchmen developed a percolator apparatus that helped make coffee more accessible to the masses. Many different coffee brewers are available today, from traditional French press to electric drip machines. Regarding taste, Arabica beans are commonly studied and considered of higher quality than Robusta beans. Arabica beans are sweeter and have a more delicate flavor than Robusta beans. Additionally, Arabica beans are used for premium coffees such as lattes and cappuccinos, while Robusta beans are cheaper coffees like regular ones. Coffee has been around for centuries, and while its exact origins are unknown, those coffee beans were first roasted and brewed in Arabia in the 7th century. From there, coffee spread to Europe and eventually the rest of the world. Today, coffee is one of the most popular beverages on the planet, consumed by people of all ages and backgrounds. Starbucks alone sells more than 25 million cups of coffee each day. That's a lot of caffeine. How many coffee beans are in a cup of coffee? There are about 100 to 200 beans in a cup of coffee. How many coffee beans are in a cup of coffee? First, you must decide what coffee you want to make: regular, decaf, flavored, etc. Next, you will need to gather your ingredients. You will need coffee beans, water, and a cup of regular coffee. You will need flavors, usually sugar and cream, and coffee beans for flavored coffee. Finally, pour your desired amount of water into your cup and add your desired amount of beans. Stir the beans carefully, so they are evenly distributed, and then put the lid on the cup. Let the coffee brew for 3 to 5 minutes before removing the lid and drinking. What is coffee? Coffee is an aromatic beverage made from roasted coffee beans. It is usually prepared by brewing hot water and allowing it to steep and dissolve the beans, which produce a thick, black liquid. Types of coffee beans come in a variety of flavors and brewing methods. Here's a look at the most common types. Brewing methods: plain coffee brewed using just ground coffee beans and hot water. French press. Hot water is forced through ground coffee beans to produce a more robust flavor. Thank you for watching. www.coffeeeternal.com